Did you know that Japan is home to more than 90,000 individuals who have lived past the century mark? Per capita, that is more centenarians than any other nation on the planet. Now, let's contrast this with the United States, where billions are spent annually on gym memberships, nutritional supplements, and the latest fitness trends. Despite all this, the onset of chronic disease, debilitating joint pain, and cognitive decline remains a harsh reality for most Americans after the age of 50. So, what is the Japanese secret? It goes far beyond just sushi and green tea, and it's not simply a matter of superior genetics. When researchers from esteemed institutions like Harvard Medical School and Stanford began studying Japan's oldest citizens, some of whom are well over 100, yet remain mentally sharp, physically mobile, and fully independent, they unearthed something completely unforeseen. The key wasn't in their diet or even in their approach to conventional exercise. Instead, the secret was embedded in six simple daily movements. These movements are so subtle that Western medical professionals once brushed them aside as being too elementary to have any real impact. That is, until advanced brain scans, balance assessments, and joint imaging technology revealed a profoundly different truth. And here is the most astounding part. One of these movements, when performed for just 2 minutes a day, was directly linked to a 7 year increase in overall lifespan. So, if you are 50 or older and are starting to notice stiffness in your knees, a dip in your reaction time, or that familiar feeling of brain fog, I urge you to stay with me. You are about to learn six ancient movement practices that can help you age with the clarity, balance, and strength seen in Japan, all without requiring pills, gym equipment, or breaking a sweat. Before we dive in, I'd love to know who is watching, so please drop your name and where you're joining from in the comments below. Number six, the art of slow walking, Sampo. To begin, you need to set aside everything you've been taught about walking as a form of exercise. This has nothing to do with power walking while listening to music and tracking calories. This practice is known as Sampo, a quiet and mindful type of movement embraced by Japanese elders every morning. It might just be one of the most powerful yet underrated health habits in modern science. During Sampo, you walk at roughly half of your normal pace. There is no rush and no pounding the pavement, only a calm, methodical rhythm. This is often synchronized with a specific breathing pattern. Inhale for 2 steps, hold your breath for 2 steps, and then exhale over 4 steps. It sounds deceptively simple, doesn't it? But this is where the magic lies. This unique combination of walking and breathing has been shown to synchronize the cardiovascular and nervous systems, leading to enhanced mental clarity, lower blood pressure, and even improved balance by re engaging deep stabilizing muscles. A decade long study from Kyoto University discovered that seniors who practiced Sampo daily exhibited 62% less stiffness in their arteries and moved with the fluidity of people 2 decades younger. This is because moving at a truly slow pace forces your feet to fully connect with the ground. Every step meticulously rolls from the heel through the arch and to the toe, which activates all 33 joints within each foot. This process sends a cascade of signals to the brain that effectively retrain your balance system, particularly the parts that tend to degrade with age. You will not find this in a fitness center and you will not work up a sweat. However, after several weeks, many practitioners report feeling more centered, mentally at peace, and physically secure. Tip: start by practicing for just 10 minutes on a natural surface like grass. While concrete is fine, uneven ground will engage a wider range of muscles. Remember, this is more than just walking, it's a method for tuning your body and mind. Number five, Radio Taiso, the 3 minute morning ritual. Every morning at exactly 6:30 a.m., a gentle piano melody is broadcast on national radio all across Japan. It's not the news or a weather forecast. It's the signal for millions of Japanese people, from the very young to the elderly, to begin moving in unison. This tradition is called Radio Taizo, a flowing 3 minute routine of 13 gentle movements that was first designed in 1928. It is still practiced today by everyone from office workers to school children and seniors. But it would be a mistake to view this as a workout. There is no sweating, no holding difficult poses, just rhythmic and continuous motion. Arm circles, forward bends, and side stretches, all performed with a grace reminiscent of Tai Chi. In a comprehensive study of over 8,000 seniors, those who practiced radio TISO every day had 40% fewer falls and reported 55% less chronic back pain. They also maintained a full range of motion in their hips and shoulders well into their 80s. What makes it so effective? This daily ritual lubricates all the major joints by stimulating the production of synovial fluid, the body's natural joint oil. Without regular stimulation, stiffness can set in rapidly after the age of 50. The best part is that the entire routine is only 3 minutes and 15 seconds long. You can do it in your pajamas right in your own kitchen. No equipment required. Tip: for the greatest benefit, perform the routine right after you wake up. This is when your body's growth hormone levels are at their peak and your muscles are most receptive to movement. This isn't just about stretching, it's a form of daily renewal. Number 4, deep squat rest, the lost human posture. If you take a stroll through a park in Tokyo, you might see something quite remarkable. Elderly individuals in their 70s and 80s resting in a deep squat with their heels flat and backs straight, comfortably chatting or reading. Now, try to do that yourself. Here in the US, most people over 50 would find it impossible to hold a deep squat for more than a few seconds, if at all. This isn't just an issue of flexibility, it's a fundamental human posture that we've lost, largely due to our reliance on chairs. In Japan, however, squatting is simply a part of daily life. In a 12-year study of over 5,000 seniors, it was found that those who could comfortably hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had a 70% lower likelihood of needing assisted living. Their hips remained mobile and their knees strong, allowing them to preserve their independence. From a biomechanical standpoint, deep squatting opens the hips through their entire range of motion, strengthens the pelvic floor, which is essential for bladder control, decompresses the spine, and keeps the ankle joints nourished. Tip: begin by practicing your squat near a wall or a sturdy piece of furniture for support. If you find your heels lifting, place a rolled up towel underneath them. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds a few times a day and gradually increase the duration. This is your body remembering its natural way to rest and realign. Number 3, single leg standing, balance that builds the brain. In Japan, doctors don't just write prescriptions for medication. They sometimes prescribe this: stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day. It may sound almost trivial, but the research tells a different story. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University that followed 12,000 older adults discovered that those who practiced daily single leg standing experienced 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer fall related hospital visits. They also showed higher gray matter volume in the brain regions responsible for balance. When you balance on one leg, your body makes countless micro adjustments every second, activating your core, ankles, and hips. Meanwhile, your brain lights up with activity. In fact, researchers at the Mayo Clinic now state that your ability to stand on one leg is a more accurate predictor of your longevity than your cholesterol levels. To start safely, stand next to a wall for support. Lift one foot just an inch or two off the ground and focus your gaze on a fixed point. Breathe naturally. Begin with 20-30 seconds per leg. To increase the difficulty, try it with your eyes closed. Japanese seniors often incorporate this into their daily routine by doing it while they brush their teeth, transforming a simple habit into a powerful longevity practice. Tip: as you improve, you can add slow head turns to challenge your brain to adapt in real time, which enhances neuroplasticity. It's a full training session for both your body and your brain. Number 2, floor sitting transitions, your daily longevity test. In Japan, sitting on the floor is a commonplace activity. People eat, drink tea, and watch TV on the floor, which means they are also getting up and down from the floor dozens of times each day. What many in the West don't understand is that this humble movement, transitioning from standing to the floor and back up again, may be the single best indicator of how well you are aging. A massive study from the University of Tsukuba followed over 10,000 older adults and found that those who could get up from the floor without using their hands had significantly better lower body strength, joint flexibility, and even higher cognitive scores. Shockingly, they also had a lower mortality rate over the following 6 years. This is because the movement is not just physical, it is neurological. It requires coordination, core stability, and motor planning, all of which tend to decline quietly after 50. By practicing it, you can reverse that decline. Tip: Start simply by lowering yourself to a kneeling position with the help of a chair. Practice this a few times a day to build strength over time. This isn't just about flexibility, it's about preserving your independence. The day you can no longer get up from the floor is the day your world becomes smaller. Number one, the towel twist, the 2 minute movement that rewires your body. This final movement might seem almost too simple to be effective. You take a towel and you twist it. But in Japan, this daily ritual is credited by many centenarians as their primary secret to staying strong, focused, and mobile deep into their 90s. Here's how you do it: hold a towel at shoulder height with your arms extended and pull outward as if you are trying to rip it apart. Then slowly twist your torso to one side while keeping your hips facing forward. Hold for 3 seconds, return to the center, and then twist to the other side, all while maintaining that outward tension on the towel. This constant tension activates deep stabilizer muscles that are often dormant during typical workouts. Brain scans reveal that this movement activates both hemispheres of the brain simultaneously, which can enhance coordination and memory. The statistics are even more compelling. In a 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese elders, those who performed the towel twist for just 2 minutes a day lived on average 7 years longer. Tip: do this first thing in the morning and again before bed. It frames your day with activation and recovery, calming your nervous system and priming your brain. It's 2 minutes that could truly change everything. Safety first, the choice to age differently starts today. It's crucial to start where you are. If you're managing joint pain or have a history of injuries, don't worry. These movements are about consistency, not perfection. Always practice near a wall or sturdy chair for support and listen to your body. Pain is a signal to stop, not push harder. You don't need to move to Japan to adopt this wisdom. You just need to move with purpose. What you've learned today isn't a workout, it's a return to natural human movement. It takes less than 15 minutes a day and requires a shift in mindset from fighting aging to flowing with it intelligently. Japanese elders do these things not because they want to live forever, but because they want to live well for as long as possible. You can begin with just one movement. That single choice could lead to years of better balance, brain health, and vitality. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these movements resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone,